Cool kids. What's up, cool kids? What you doing? Baby. So, what are we doing, cool kids? Do you guys have any idea what we're doing? Well, Silver University. Yeah, it's a special. Look, it's Monday morning, guys. We're not going to let you guys slack. Nope, Eva, tell them. This is my teaching assistant, Miss Eva. She said, you guys have to keep learning, even on a Sunday morning. So, I am going to show you guys something that I think is going to be really helpful for you. Say you were to buy a lot of coinage, right? Well, say it was like this lot right here that I have purchased, but I've never organized it. I've never put in flips. I don't know what I paid for per coin, but I do know already because I know how much I paid for all the coins. And I'm going to show you guys how to calculate what you paid per coin when you bought an entire lot of coins, not just one coin. Okay, this is a U.S. junk lot, which I think are constitutional, if you prefer. And I think you guys will really appreciate this because it's usually something you're familiar with, something you've seen or heard of. I do have some other lots that I haven't quite sorted through yet. But they might not be to your liking because they're not familiar coins. And as I've said many times, it doesn't matter what form the silver takes. If you know the tricks I'm teaching you, you can calculate the ASW of anything. You can figure out how much you paid per ounce. No questions asked every time. All right. So let's begin the fun. And the first thing I gotta do is grab some flips. Because I put my coins in flips. You don't have to put them in flips. You can keep them in bags. You can keep them wherever you want. But my problem with that is, like, some people can just keep a coin, not calling out anybody, in a bowl, you know? Well, that's cool. It looks neat. But how do you know what you paid for it? So, I'm going to show you why I like flips for my purposes and for keeping track of things. It's not because sitting in a bowl isn't cool. It's hella cool, man. But it ain't getting you. That ain't stacking. That ain't stacking. You can't tell me what you paid for it. You can guess, but you don't know what you paid for it. And I mean, I guess if you don't care what you paid for something, for your records, that's fine. But I'm going to show you a way to keep it in your records so you ain't even got to worry about it. No muss, no fuss. All you need is an ink pen and a Mylar flip. You don't have to use a Mylar flip. You can use an envelope. These envelopes have lots of places to write on. Okay, you can use one of these. You can use a plastic flip. Plastic flips tend to need stickers, though, because you really can't write on the... Well, you can't always write very legibly on the plastic flip. So there's pros and cons to that approach. Anyway, with no further ado, what you will need for today's exercise is a stapler with staples, an Eva. Oh wait, that's optional. Optional too. Eva is optional. You can have an optional Eva action figure. Go to my merch and check it out. And you too could have an Eva action figure helping you keep track of your silvers. Yeah. Just check the online shop. I gotta quit. Oh, she's knocking things over. You like those flips? You want to play with them? Yeah. My assistant tried this. She's like, get to it. Stop yakking. I want silver. I want silver. You tell me. She really likes the shinies too. She'll try to grab them from me. I kid you not. When I'm making these videos, Eva will grab the shinies and take them from me. She likes to listen to them ring too. I did a video the other day where I'm ringing my silvers, and she's sitting there, kid you not, trying to snatch them out of my hand. Eva, look, it's silvers. Oh, it's silvers. Oh, boy, silvers. Yep, there you go. Yeah, she likes the silver, man. She does. She really likes the the reflective stuff. So this here is a lot I purchased a while back. Probably did a video about it. Probably was under melt, but we're going to find out. And what I've written here, because I didn't have time to get around to it because I've been working a lot lately, I wrote down what I'd paid for the lot. Okay? So for this lot, what you see here, I paid $67.84. Now I am looking at it and I do have the math, and I did not pay under melt for this lot. I actually paid a bit over at $27.29. But that is definitely under 20 times face, which is the going rate for junk silver. There are some oddball war nickels and such, but not too much. There's a little Canadian in there too. But we still don't know what we paid per coin per ounce. So we're going to figure that out. I'm going to show you that. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these coins in flips. On those flips, I'm going to write the coin, year, mint, country, ASW, and fineness on the flip, the respective flips. I'm going to do all of that off camera. And then when I get back, we'll check it out. All right? But, you know, they say show me. So I'm going to do the first coin right in front of you guys. Okay, you take the coin, you put it in the flip. Now, if you're worried about any kind of numismatic value, first of all, wash your hands before you do this. You don't want any oils getting on your coins no matter what, even if they're junk. It's just not good business. Now, you can do any pattern you want. The key is, you know, some people do different patterns on these. They want to get cute with it. That's fine. You'll need a handy dandy pair of pliers for this part. Okay. All right. How you? Take the pliers after you've done the stapling. And good staples are what you want. You don't want these soft staples that won't go through the flip, okay? So when you're buying your staples, don't go cheap on the staples. You will regret it. You will definitely regret it because you'll be double stapling and triple staple. It's not good. It's not good. Even, we're crying out loud. How am I supposed to work on the coinage when you're laying on the coinage? How's that work? You got an eye booger. Come here. There we go. All right. There we go. She's indignant now. All right. So this coin is from the San Francisco Mint. No, Denver Mint. Sorry. I lied to you. And actually, we can zoom in. There we go. Denver Mint. The year is 1964. And it's got some luster on it. See that? Still some luster there. Don't really care. It's a 64. But so what we're going to do is we're going to write 1964D up here. Right? This is real simple. 25 cents. Or you could put $quarter. There we go. U.S. Right? We will put the country. In my stack, we put the country. Even when it's obvious. Okay. And then, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the fineness. 0.9005. Hi, Evie. And then finally, the ASW. Do you guys know the ASW on this coin? By heart, the way I told you? And it's fair to say that this coin is very close to that because it has luster. It's not worn. It's probably really close. If I put on the scale, so if you ever want to know what a coin's exact ASW is, grab the scale. We'll do this real quick before I pause it. Grab the scale. Pop it open. Good God. This should not be this hard. Let me pause this while I do it. Scale is open. Turn it on. Edit tar. All right, we're at 0. We're gonna grab this 10-cent coin. Okay. We make sure we got it on grams. It's 2.46. So we take 2.46 times 0.9, right? So let me do that math manually for you guys. $2.46 times 0.9 equals 36 plus 5. Well, that's not right. Oh, there's a 0. Yeah. 54. Let me do it in my calculator. My God, this should not be this hard. Huh? 2.46 times 0.9. There should be 3 decimal points. So 54, 5, 36, 41, 18. Oh, that's where I messed up. Okay. 18 plus 4, 22. All right, that makes more sense. So 2.22 grams of silver. So then we would take that 2.22 and divide it into 31.01. Or we can use our handy dandy Google, right? Just in the search bar. So that coin came to 0.0714. So I guess it's a little worn. Not a lot though. It's usually 0.0715 is the usual go for. So it's right around, really close. Point being, you can actually get the ASW on all these coins. Make sure you put in troy ounces whenever you're doing that Google thing though. If you just put regular ounces, you're gonna really screw yourself. All right, but that wasn't even the story. The story is I got to get all these coins and figure out what I paid per coin. That's what we're gonna do. So let me put these in flips. Now, why flips? Well, the reason is simple. These are my little silverbacks. I know what's in a flip. It's a silver coin. I can put the ASW. I can keep track of what I paid for it, okay? I know what I paid. I know what it is. It's labeled. I know what year it was. I know what mint mark it is. I think it's optimal. Anyway, I had a fun discussion with a member of the Consortium Augmentum. Or Argentum, sorry. And we were talking about these 2 coins here. And I was telling him this is the one to stack, even though it's fugly, because you can get it for less. Now, granted, both these coins cost the exact same amount. And if you do see that case, of course, then you can be selective. But in general, these cost less. Just a thought. All right, cool kids. So I've added up all the total. So the first step, once you get all your coins identified, right? You put them in the flip. You add up all the ASWs, okay? So each coin has an ASW. You add it all up. We'll go through each coin here. And on the back here, I'm going to put the price I paid. So what you're going to do is add up these AS. Anyway, one thing you'll notice real quick is we're getting coins with the exact same ASWs into piles, stacks here, stacking, right? So those stacks, cool as that is, that really helps us out when we're figuring out the price. It makes it really much a quicker process per coin because the whole stack costs the same amount. Alright guys, so what you're going to do is you're going to add up all these ASWs until you get the total number of ounces. In the case of this lot, all these coins you just saw add up to 2.48602 ounces. Alright, now that's 2.5 ounces roughly, but we're going to keep it exactly that when we do our calculation. So then we take the price. We paid $67.84. And if you go back to video number 1, you can figure out how to figure out your price per ounce, right? Doing some very simple math here, right? So you take 67.84 and divide it by 2.48602, and the answer is 27.29. Now, this is where it gets really easy. You then plug in that 27.29 number to each of your ASWs, and then write that number on the back of each coin. And what I mean, I'm going to show you on the computer how to do that with a calculator. You take the ASW of the coin times the price per ounce, and you're going to get the price you paid for the coin every time. Here we go. This is the huge advantage of the ASW system. You plug and play. 0.0563. Now, if you wanted to be more meticulous, you could actually weigh the coin and calculate each individual coin's ASW. That's not usually worth it for junk, but you saw an example last video where I had a heavy bar. So there are examples of times when that's worthwhile, but usually not. It's a time saver just to go with the... So these war nickels are 0.0563 ounces each. So 20 of them is about an ounce, by the way, guys, if you didn't know that. Give or take. Give or take. And if they're slightly under melt, ooh, you're a winner. All right, 0.0563 times whatever we paid per ounce. Well, what was that number? Do you guys remember? Yeah, so I write it on the back because that way I always know what I paid. Yeah, it's a great thing. My silverback always tells me what I paid for it. And I will now do that for each individual ASW that we have here and tell you exactly what I paid per coin very quickly. We paid $1.64 for all those 80% Canadian 10-cent coins. We paid $1.98 per 10-cent US coin. It is worth pointing out that using this method, that includes the good, the bad, and the ugly. All of them cost $1.98. So this one, for example, cost the exact same amount as one of those Roosevelts, for good or ill. And finally, we'll end this where we began. Our Washington quarter, all of our Washington quarters, cost $4.94 each. So you can see that this is a pretty useful system. If you're ever wondering what you paid when you buy a whole lot of coins per ounce, this is how you do it, guys. This is the way. Don't take, like I used to do when I first started, I'd take the lot and divide it by the number of coins. But that really doesn't gauge for the size of the coin. And you could really end up screwing yourself pretty good on sale time because you're never going to get the $4.94 for a dime. And then you're going to end up selling, or if you die, heaven forbid, right? Your family's going to think that that quarter's worth the same amount as that dime. It's not worth it. Figure up for ASW and you'll win every time. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. And please, please, if you enjoyed the content, like, share, subscribe, phone a friend, all that jive. And thanks for watching. Ciao. Eva, say bye. Eva, do you care? Do you care at all?